Hi, everyone. So I'm Siobhan Quinn, and I work at Foursquare. How many people here know what Foursquare is? Hopefully. Awesome, awesome. How many people have checked in today? OK, not quite as awesome. Pretty awesome. OK. Anyway, so I'm a product manager at Foursquare, and I lead user engagement. And before I joined Foursquare, I was at Blogger. I used to lead Blogger at Google. And so what I think about all the time is what's going to make you take your phone out of your pocket and check in, what's going to motivate people to use a product. And so when I think about what engages people with a product, it really boils down to 5 things for me. And so and that's the 5 laws of engagement. So let's just jump right into it. So the first law of engagement is, we seek comfort in relationships. So in your products, you should surround us with community. Well, that makes a lot of sense. We're social animals. There's safety in numbers. And we've seen a lot of success with products like Facebook of making you feel like you're a member of a community. What I think is a little bit underestimated is the power of anonymous communities. I think these are extremely interesting and not talked about as much. And my favorite anonymous community is Post Secret. How Post Secret works is people will write a secret, and this is something that they would maybe not even share with their best friend, maybe or definitely not post on their Facebook wall. They'll put a secret on a postcard, and then they'll mail it to Frank Warren. And every week, Frank Warren, who runs the site, will post these secrets. And what's super powerful about this isn't the cathartic experience of writing the secret. What's super awesome is this overwhelming comfort and feeling of belongingness that you get as a member of the audience that reads the secrets. We all have our hang-ups. We all have the things that we're insecure about that we don't want other people to know. But somehow reading other people's secrets makes it feel like all those things are OK and that we're kind of together. It's that kind of community, that feeling, which I think is really powerful and will bring people back to your product over and over again. So the second law of engagement is that we're all unique. We all have something to say, so give us tools to express ourselves. And we've seen this a lot already with blogging. This is a blog. It's called Advanced Style. This dapper woman, she's 95 years old, and she kind of writes the sartorialist, the hipster fashion blog for the elderly set. It's really awesome. Maybe you don't want to write a blog. Maybe you just want to be angry. And maybe you just want to respond because you don't agree with what something said. Well, everyone needs a way to express themselves. And when you give them these tools, they're going to return to their site because they know that they're going to be heard. Finally, I don't know about you, but I've been spending a lot of time curating my Facebook timeline. And I think I really care about how people see me on the web. And I'm going to put a lot of effort and time into making that be how I want to be viewed. So give people tools to express themselves. The third law is that we all need to feel important. So use rewards to make us feel special. And this law is one I really love, and I know we really love at Foursquare. So what's one way you can make people feel special is through exclusivity. I actually worked on the Gmail launch, and at the time, we wanted to scale the system slowly. We didn't know what bugs would fall out. We didn't know what would happen when we had 5, 10 million users on the site. So we had this invite mechanism. But we didn't really know the amount of buzz that this invite mechanism was going to cause. It got to a point where people were selling Gmail invites on eBay for $250. Everyone was emailing me for a Gmail invite. And now we've seen that kind of theory of exclusivity help propel a lot of other startups into to success. And Guilt's even taken it a step further. Why do I go to Guilt every day at noon? I'm trying to become part of Guilt Noir. And that's their special, extra exclusive group that's only for the top 0.01% of their customers. And when you're in this group, you get to see the sales 15 minutes before everyone else. So you can make people feel special through exclusivity. You can make people feel special through competition. Maybe they can beat their friend or beat themselves. There's also Quora does a great job about reputation. Want to be an expert, show off your expertise? Craft the best answer and you'll get voted up. Want to impress your friends? Get a bigger avatar. So now that people are feeling special in your product, the fourth law is kind of just talks about we're hypnotized by beauty. And so give us something pretty to look at. When you think about some of the most awe-inspiring moments of your life, they may look something like this, something truly beautiful that you are hypnotized by it. How do you bring this to your product? Instagram is a company that's all about creating, sharing, and consuming beautiful, beautiful images. Flipboard knows this law as well. They put the image first, and it visually arrests you, and it pulls you into the product. It's a great way to browse content. And finally, the fifth law is we're captivated by the unknown, so target our curiosity. I don't know if any of you have read the book Drive, but it starts out with a story about a research study. And in the study, scientists are trying to figure out how monkeys learn. And what they do is they're going to try to get the monkey to open up a puzzle. It's like a box. They're trying to teach the monkey to open the box. And before the study even starts, they put the box in the monkey's cage just to get them familiar with the puzzle. And what they see is that automatically the monkey's like curious about the box, and it starts poking it and starts playing with it, and the monkey solves the puzzle without any incentive, without any reward. And that just shows, that they are naturally curious. And like them, like our, evolutionary ancestors, we are naturally curious about the world around us. We naturally need to put chaos into order, make order out of chaos. We naturally need to try to understand things in terms that we know. We're also really drawn to surprises or things that we don't quite understand off the bat. So what does this mean for your product? Well, at Foursquare, this means that when you check in, we give you points. And we could give you the same point every time you checked in, the same reward for every check-in, and that would be really boring. But with Foursquare, we think it's like a slot machine. You never know what you're going to get, and that's going to get you excited about checking in. Maybe you get a badge. And so it's like that kind of excitement that you could produce within your product that will get people to come back to it and keep using it. Pinterest, I love Pinterest. It's one of the products I keep talking about right now. Pinterest presents you visual chaos, and it's never ending. It's like an infinite scroll. And all this visual chaos continues to come into the monitor, and you're psychologically drawn to make sense of it and give it order. And so this is my friend's pin board. So what happens is you look at Pinterest, and you're trying to make order of it. Maybe it's the things you want to eat. It's how you want to dress. It's where you want to go. You're trying to make order out of the chaos. And the Pinterest community is so passionate about the product. They've defined this noun to kind of describe what happens when they can't get to bed because they want to keep using the product. It's pretty funny. And then a final way you could target our curiosity is tease us. Give us a little bit of the story without the full thing. The 7 habits of highly effective people. Automatically, you want to know what those habits are. And so how does this apply to you? What do these 5 laws of engagement mean for what you do, what you build? So I want to take a step back and talk about Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I think it's the most fun place on earth. I absolutely adore being there. It's awesome. And that makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because Las Vegas is the 5 laws of engagement manifested in real life, in real space. It's a place you can go. And so it has the community. Las Vegas also lets you express yourself however you want. You can even change your name. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's awesome. There's this air of exclusivity. Maybe you got bottle service at the hardest club to get into, and you get to bypass all these losers that have to wait in line. There's rewards everywhere. And even if you're losing, you get free drinks just for playing. I mean, there's rewards everywhere. It's awesome. It is visually stimulating. And when you think about the amount of energy that goes into powering Vegas, it's unbelievable. It's dazzling. It's all about targeting your visual senses. And it also targets your curiosity. You want to learn how to play the game better. Maybe you want to learn how to count cards. Or maybe you're playing this guy at poker until 5 a.m. so you can figure out what his tell is. I mean, Vegas is awesome. It gets all the 5 laws so right. The problem is, why do you feel like this after 2 days? I mean, nobody wants to, stay in Vegas another day. Everyone's get me the heck out of here. And so why can a place that gets all the 5 laws so right make you feel so crappy? And I think, the answer is, well, the answer is don't build Vegas. But the answer is don't use the 5 laws of engagement to exploit us. It makes us feel pretty crappy. I think instead, use the 5 laws of engagement to make people feel awesome. Help us be better people. So what does this look like? Well, maybe you can use community to build a knowledge site that you could share with the world. Or maybe you could leverage community to fund a new idea. Maybe you can give us a really awesome place to express ourselves in a beautiful way. Maybe you can give us access to exclusive items, even if it's just for one night. Maybe you can reward us for learning. Maybe you can reward us for learning how to code, or maybe you can reward us for saving money. Maybe you can attract us with really rich visual imagery to inspire us to go someplace new, or to maybe try a new dish at the restaurant around the corner. And maybe you can target our curiosity to help us solve some of the world's biggest problems. I'm really excited about the power behind the 5 laws of engagement, but I'm more excited to see how you and me and all of us together can use them, to really change the world. Thanks.
Now, wait, just 1 second. We have someone here from Foursquare on the day of their latest release. Can you tell us how you guys are taking advantage of iOS 5?
Yeah, so Foursquare is all about, exploring the world around you and we're hoping to help you find those things that you normally maybe just pass by. And so with iOS 5's new location features, we've just launched a feature called Radar today. It's awesome, download it. And what happens is if you happen to pass by a place, we'll alert you if that place happens to be on your to-do list. So maybe you follow the History Channel and you want to get all of their tips. You walk past a place, so we'll be like, oh, did you know around the corner was that's where Teddy Roosevelt was born, that kind of thing. We think it's really awesome. We think it will help people explore and appreciate the world around them, and we're excited about it.
So more like passive location tracking and making use of that data as we're moving around the city.
Yeah, it's kind of about taking we know what you want to go out and explore, and when we can give it to you in real time when you're actually right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.